Hello! Welcome to the Lucky Fools.
Everybody! Like a fools!
Lucky Fools! Previously on Lucky Fools. Not really. Thank you for joining us, ourselves, future selves. For the 5 people that listen to this podcast or video, this gets. Ooh. First
Hi,
off,
me in the future.
Hello, me. First off, we are going to kick it off with our sponsor for the night. Take it away, Dane.
Are you tired of never having anybody around to answer your questions? Well, you are in luck, because the next item we are selling is a Magic 8 Ball. But not just any Magic 8 Ball. It's Magic 8 Ball in a Tree. Magic 8 Ball in a Tree is guaranteed to answer all your life questions with up to 8 classic answers. But for the indecisive viewers out there, we know how embarrassing it can be to carry around a normal 8 Ball. The Magic 8 Ball in a Tree is discreet and looks just like any other decoration in your house. This feature makes it look like you are just talking to and adjusting your tree decorations. This can be yours for 16 easy payments of $999.99. That's not all. If you call now, we will include a pine-scented car air freshener 100% free. That is a value of $12 absolutely free. Still not convinced? That's fine. Just listen to these happy customers. I bought a Magic 8 Ball in a Tree because I was tired of people calling me 8 Ball Ted. The discreet look had changed my life, and now all the kids at school call me Talk to Trees Ted, or Quadruple T for short. I bought this as a gift for my son. He got bored of it after about 15 minutes, and now my cat uses it as a litter box. My 8 Ball in a Tree told me that if I ate a rock, that I would regret it. It was right! Thank you, Magic 8 Ball in a Tree. But wait, there's more. If you call the number on your screen in the next 60 seconds, not only will you get the Magic 8 Ball in a Tree and the pine-scented car air freshener, but we will also include pine-scented kitty litter, absolutely free. So pick up the phone and have credit cards ready. And dial 605-475-6968. Again, that is 1951-262-3062. Again, that is 646-926-6614. Back to you, Jared.
Excellent. That is always good advice. And we appreciate the sponsor. Thanks for the money that has not yet to cash. So Magic 8 Ball trees, pay up. It should be worth noting, Dane, that all communication is telepathic. So,
well, that's
very
fine.
Good to have.
Because those phone numbers that I put down there, they are different reject hotlines. So, if you call any of them, that's what will happen.
Perfect. So you try and call them and ask for Magic 8 Ball tree. Awesome. Cool. As for our recap for what happened last time, you all started off in the inn, and Ezra explained to you the history of the Titanborns. He explained that there were 3 entities: Abner, Shilrak, and Silnor. And how Shilrak and Silnor were the good entities, and Abner somehow was able to overpower them, and he created a ginormous army, which was the origins of Cain. And the 2 other entities banded together to separate Abner from his body, and he was forced to wander around in exile until he found Bait, who was so stupid that he was able to overwhelm the defenses and latch on to the body. You also found out that there was a very old and evil abandoned castle way up into the north, about a week and a half to travel to the north. And Ezra Hardin tasked you to go up there and take a look around and see what you can find up there. So you decided to go find out where to go. You had the option to either go to Quester's house or a monastery, and you decided to go to the monastery. Crumb had a altercation with the abbot of Energizer, the opposing god to his religion, And through some lucky rolls using the zone of truth, he convinced them, and they all found out that the true religion actually is the players and not Energizer. You also made it into the library where you were able to look up the location of the castle. You also found out there was an evil beast, evil presence that's somewhere lurking around in the forest in the area before you get to the castle. You then made it back to the inn to talk to Ezra. You reported back to him everything you found. He gave you some more information about the evil. He clarified that it was a Bodak based off of the picture that was drawn and given to him. And he answered all the rest of your questions that you had, and then he packed up and he headed out. While you are off to look at the castle, he is off to go hunting to find out more information about Shilrak and Sildor, so that you can potentially petition their help to defeat Abner, as they're all ginormous beings. And that is where we left off. So
There's
it's,
also
I
the
believe,
niece.
oh right, and the niece. So as you're all done and you talk to Ezra, the niece came in and talked to Crumb, and Crumb decided that he wanted to break it off with her. It was not him, it was her. So he tried, and then found out, shockingly, that she was actually married the entire time. And his much confusion trying to figure out if she was already married or if she had gotten married while they were dating. And essentially she had been married and felt bad for him, but he still thinks that he broke up with her. So they ended things amicably, and then she left. And I believe, oh, that's right. And then you all went to bed and you went to sleep. And something happened at night, some shenanigan with Kane. I don't remember what it was. Or we ended on something.
Kane
Or
was
something was going to
gonna
happen.
Kane was gonna go in and ask Fifth something, but the door was locked, so he gave up.
Oh, that's right. And then he looked in the window.
Oh, that's right. And we ended with me staring at people through the window.
Yes, that's right. So if you want, we can play that out, and then I can play the part of Elba, or we can just say that didn't happen, and we can start the next morning. Up to you. You just say that you looked in and found they were asleep and they didn't do anything.
Or just have Elba pass out from fear.
There you go. I like that. So as you look into the window, she sees you, she panics, and then she passes out in terror. And Fifth tries to get up to help her, and then he also passes out. He suffers from his massive bout of narcolepsy and falls asleep.
Okay, guys, see you in the morning. And
no response.
Well, I figured as much, but I go back to my room.
All right. Night goes on. Morning passes, or morning comes, and you are all, well, you choose whether or not you're awake, but morning has now come.
As the sun starts to rise, I will go down to the kitchen or the common area.
Okay.
And wait for my companions.
Right. When you come down, you see an elf that's there that you haven't seen before. It's sitting there in the common room. He's dressed fairly nicely, and he's just sitting there, kind of waiting.
At the crack of dawn?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kane.
Well, hello. My name is Howard. Howard Goshok.
I'm sorry, was that common?
Yes, my name is Howard Goshok. I speak in common.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Howard the Shock.
No, it's Goshok.
Gasak.
Close enough. I'm looking for Lady Elba, and Lord Fifth. I have been looking for them all night, and I have heard that they are here.
Oh no, why? Did something happen?
Oh, well, we need to speak with them about the funeral plans for her father and the proceedings to promote Mr. Fifth to Lord Fifth, now that he is the rightful heir of House Pompeius.
Okay, well, they aren't here at the moment. Or at least not available, I don't think. But, I did overhear them talking, and they said that they wanted to cremate him.
Really?
Yes.
And you have the authority for this to say this thing.
Probably not, but, whatever. You and I mean, you've been up all night looking for him.
Oh, so they
We
are here.
could. Well, I don't know where they are, but I mean, you've got to be tired by now if you've been up all night looking for him. Can't we just, cut the chase and you just take my word for it?
Roll a persuasion.
Do I have advantage since he's? Never mind, nat 20. 28 total.
Yeah. Oh, very well. Yes, I think that you think this is a good move to just cremate the body.
I
You
mean,
sound
from what I heard, it was kind of mangled, anyways. So
yes. Well,
this would
I
probably be for the best.
I think you are right. I don't think she will miss, but she will miss your father. But I do not think it will be a problem. We will start the arrangements. Do you know when they wake up? You must have them come to the house. We must speak to them of the paperwork. In the meantime, we will cremate the body.
Okay, sounds good.
And with that, he stands up.
As soon as I see them, I will send them back to the manor.
All right, very well. And then he bows to you, and then he leaves.
All right, bye. Try and catch a nap at some point. The
I
bags
see.
under your eyes, they start to stick if you don't take care of them.
Very well, thank you. And what was your name?
My name is Kane.
It was a very good day to meet you, Mr. Kane. We
You
shall
too,
see
Howard.
you again.
All right. See you later.
And he walks away and walks out of the common room and leaves the inn.
Well, that's one less.
And
That's one less problem for them to deal with.
a couple hours go by, and it's now about 8 or 9 o'clock for the rest of you that sleep in. (9:01).
Sleeping,
9:02.
and sleeping, sleeping, and sleeping, sleeping, and sleeping, sleeping.
Krem's just sawing logs.
Wow. Everyone's
10
sleeping
o'clock.
in.
11 o'clock.
At what point does Harak show up?
He's not gonna. He knows that you guys do late hours. He's not gonna bother you.
I'm in
He'll
the
let you
freaking
sleep.
common room.
Oh right, yes, for you. Yes, sorry. Yeah, he'll come up about. He'll come out around like 7 o'clock.
Hey, Harak.
Yeah.
Do you ever lock the door? The front door?
Yeah, usually.
Because there was a creepy guy in here really early today.
Oh, I wonder if we forgot to. Hang on. And he calls over. Grill pack, come over here. This little like goblin dude walks out. Yes. Did you leave the front? Did you let someone in earlier? Yes. Where did he go?
You mean that Howard guy?
Well, yes.
Well, I took care of him.
Oh, well, I let him in. I was on the night shift last night.
You guys have a night shift?
It's a new thing. We just started it.
Oh.
We're trying to get more business. Trying to become a 37-8 establishment.
Remind me, how many hours are in the day here?
And he starts thinking about it, and then he starts to count the way that Crumb does, because he's noticed that Crumb, that's how he counts. And then he gets to using all of his fingers, and he starts to count his toes. About 94?
Oh, and how many days in a week?
6?
Okay. Then
Or
37.8 makes perfect sense.
yeah.
You should
Yeah.
totally go for that.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. It's a new concept. I think
Yeah,
it'll be revolutionary. No one's ever going to be open for 36.8.
I know. How's Miles taking it?
Oh, he's grumpy, but he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't have to be at night. That's what we hired this guy for.
Gotcha. And isn't Miles always grumpy? He seems kind of like a grumpy cat.
Oh, if you okay, so he's gonna hate me for saying this, but if you give him some more milk, it works. It's not just a stereotype; it really works.
But I thought milk was bad for cats.
Well, he's not a cat; he's a tabaxi.
Ah, right.
Loophole.
Wait, what's a loophole?
He pulls out his belt and he makes a circle. This is a loophole.
Oh, I see. I get you. I got it now. Perfect.
Well, is there anything you can get you? I mean, you don't really eat food, but
No, I
have you
don't.
tried like other things? Like maybe eat like snail shells or like dirt? I mean, you can't eat food, but maybe you can eat other things.
Well, I mean, dirt doesn't really taste good. I have tried that, and I don't think Crumbs would appreciate me eating snail shells.
Oh, right. Well,
Good
only
thing
the
he's
ones
still
that
asleep.
only the ones that are leftovers. Because snails, as they get bigger, they change their shells to get the bigger ones.
I mean, I guess. But I won't tell Crumbs if you don't tell Crumbs, okay?
Okay. Well, I don't have any right now, but maybe I'll go find some.
Okay, sounds good. I'll give them a try. Now we're back to waiting for you sleepyheads
Yep.
to wake up.
There you go. Do 10 o'clock. We go 11. We'll go up to 12.
I'll
There-
finally come. I'm bumbling down the stairs.
There is shortly behind him.
I plop myself down at a table.
Hi guys.
Ugh.
Good morning.
Good morning to you as well. You, got up quite early.
Yeah, I don't need much sleep.
I see.
In fact, I don't even sleep at all. I just stare at the ceiling for 4 hours.
Oh. Are you fine with that?
You get used to it.
Perhaps I could learn a thing or two from you.
Nah, you lung breathers totally need to get your sleep.
Oh. Something that I cannot learn. How unfortunate.
Well, I mean, I could help you with that if you really want to learn.
That feels, slightly dangerous.
I mean, it can be.
I think I shall pass. Thank you, though.
Okay.
At this point, one of the serving girls, her as Betty, has come up. What I get you for?
Want some eggs?
All right, but it's noon.
What's noon? The eggs?
No, it's time. It's lunchtime. You want
Well,
eggs
it's
for
breakfast.
lunch?
You eat breakfast when you wake up.
You slept so long, Crumbs, that now it's lunchtime.
What?
You missed breakfast.
I never miss breakfast.
But you did today.
No.
It's okay. I said hi to it for you.
Oh, okay.
And it understands that sometimes, you know, you need some sleep and that it's it, not you.
Mm,
It was a
sometimes
little
it is
sad. It was a little bit sad, but in the end, it felt it was for the best.
Well, what's for lunch then?
Today we got turkey legs.
All right, I'll have some turkey legs.
So she comes out and she brings you like 4 of them.
And
There you go, love. And what about you? She looks to you, Navarre.
Just one leg will be fine for me. Thank you.
All right. She comes back. She brings you a turkey leg.
He nods and starts eating.
What's Shay doing, Ashley?
I don't know.
She have come up early. Was she woken up early or just waited
Yeah,
until the
she would
rest of
have
the people come down?
She would have been there early, probably around 8.
Okay. So you would have seen the. Well, you wouldn't. You would have just seen the conversation with Truck. We just essentially stuck around till everyone else came down, or
Yeah, I stuck around.
Are you
Okay.
doing like the Strider thing, just cloak over your head, sitting in the corner?
Yes, with my cup, not a pipe, a cup.
Nice.
while you're sitting there with a cup, a little kid walks up. Are you a beggar? Here you go. And she puts a piece of like a copper into your cup.
Okay.
And then she like smiles and runs back to her mother.
That's a good one.
All right, so time passes. You eat your food. They clear it all away. You've now been properly fed and paid.
today. We were supposed to go somewhere, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to go north.
I had the weirdest dreams last night.
Oh yeah, what about?
Well, there was this dragon. I think it was my friend,
You should ask him.
but also my wolf cloak was like finely enchanted, and I was trying to put out a fire with buckets of apples. All I had were buckets of apples,
How'd that
and
work? Did
I
it
couldn't.
work
The
out?
dragon was there, but I don't know if he started the fire. He was just kind of there. Huck was there, but he was like sleeping, and the apples weren't doing anything to the fire. And I think there was like, I think it was snowing, and then all of a sudden I heard this like screaming off in the distance, and a whole bunch of like fishermen went running by. It didn't make any sense.
Did you kill them?
No, I was trying to put out the fire with the buckets of apples.
Oh, I see.
Comes into the worst.
Welcome, Jonathan.
I was trying to put out the fire with a bucket of apples.
Hello?
Hi. He does come in at the weirdest parts, doesn't he? Oh.
But
Okay.
anyway, Yeah, but once the fisherman passed, it just was this like low rumbling for a while. But I don't know. I was just so focused on trying to put that fire out, and every time I dumped the bucket of apples out into the fire, turn around, there was just another bucket of apples. So that was the only thing I had to put the fire out.
So,
But
did you end up with a whole bunch of baked apples then?
no, they kind of like the fire ate them. They disappeared.
Impressive.
But I don't know why. Like I just kept trying to put it out with the buckets of apples,
I see.
and the dragon was just watching me.
Sounds a lot better than my dream.
What happened in your dream?
Oh, I was just murdering tons and tons of humans.
Oh,
I kept trying to
naturally.
attack the castle that I was sworn to protect.
Yeah. How many did you end up killing?
I lost track after about 2,000.
Yeah, makes sense. Like I'm not even phased by it. I'm just like, okay.
Because as far as you know, I'm talking about a dream.
Exactly.
So yeah, around that time, that's when. So Fifth or Jonathan, to catch you up, nothing has happened so far.
We woke up
Um,
and people we were going through the morning antics.
yeah, pretty much. They slept in very late, and so pretty much they slept in as late as you do.
Yeah, so it's now noon.
Yep, it's now noon.
Okay.
Elba passed out from fear of seeing Kane in the window.
Yes.
And then you had a bout, or Fifth had a bout of narcolepsy as he came to her aid. And that's about it.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess what is Fifth and Elba doing?
They wake up. They get ready for the day and head downstairs.
Hey, Fifth! Elba!
Oh,
I have a message for you guys.
Okay.
Howard Gosox wanted you guys to go to the manor today so that you guys could sign paperwork about Fifth becoming the new lord.
Are we familiar with? Do we know what Go Sox is?
Um, Elba recognizes Howard Goshawk as one of the stewards um of her father's estate.
Oh, Stuart Goshawk, of course.
Yeah, so he was here this morning, and he asked me to have you guys go to the manor when you guys showed up. So, message delivered.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I guess they briefly consult and they decide to go and maybe eat dinner there or breakfast there instead.
Lunch.
Brunch.
It's lunch, apparently.
Brunch.
Apparently.
I know, Crumbs. You're upset that you missed breakfast, but
Yeah.
there's other food in the sea. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? Why don't we all go with Fifth?
Okay. I'll come along.
They've already exited at this point.
Right.
Well, we run to catch up then.
Assuming Fifth and Elba are not trying to run away
they're
or
just
hide.
nope. They just
Okay. Then yeah, they catch up. It's fine. You walk up through the town and you walk up to the estate, and when you're about I don't know, a good maybe quarter mile away, you see a ginormous pyre of smoke billowing up from where the estate is.
Oh,
Oh no, that can't be good.
What's wrong?
See the smoke?
Oh yeah, maybe they're having a barbecue.
Oh man, barbecues are awesome.
We should hurry and go eat some.
let's see. Fifth. Scoops Elba up and runs toward the manor.
We keep pace, or at least I do. I assume Crumbs does too.
Mm.
Let me see. What is your? Let me see your strength. I mean, it says yeah, you'd be able to do it. Yeah. So you pick her up, and you run over. You make it. You wind your way through the different streets until you get up to the manor, and then you see like a giant pyre that's sitting kind of in the front kind of gardens area. You see a big, just looks like you associate it kind of with a funeral pyre, like it's just big bundles of wood everywhere. And then as you walk up closer, you see that there's a body that's sitting on top of all the wood that's burning.
Oh. Is this a custom that we're familiar with?
Nope.
Oh. Is the body recognizable from our vantage point?
Roll an investigation.
How about perception on that? I doubt he's going to go into the fire to
Yeah.
look at the body.
Yeah, I'll say perception. See if you can kind of notice based off of like body type or anything like that.
Okay.
Sorry to backseat DM there.
Good. Oh. Yeah, you totally recognize it as Lord Poppingus. But nobody has asked you to do this. This is
What?
not a normal custom.
What is happening?
They're cremating him.
But he's. When did he die?
What do you mean?
Pumpabuse is the guy who we framed,
Oh.
right?
Oh, sorry, Lord Grimesworth. My bad, I got the name wrong. It's Lord
That's
Grimesworth.
I was
Sorry.
like, wait, what just
That's a
happened?
DM mistake.
Sorry, my bad. You walk up, you see Elva's father.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Naturally.
Elva, did you request this?
Oh.
And she didn't, right?
Nope, she did not.
Oh, you guys told me that you wanted it done, remember? So I passed the info on to Howard.
Wait, who said this?
That was Kane.
No, like when did we request that? I don't know if this is just a failing of player memory or
No,
So there
it's
was
not.
yeah, outside of the game, this conversation never happens. There was never
Oh.
any communication to Kane that this is what your desire was. This is him trying to be helpful.
Oh, okay. When did we tell you we wanted this?
When you guys realized that with the necromancer at large, that he could come back and kill you guys, and that cremating him would prevent that.
Oh. When did we realize this?
Just now.
Oh.
I could see the future.
Oh, you can?
No.
Oh.
Well,
really.
so you had this set up then?
Yeah, I was trying to help. You guys seem busy and tired.
Ah. It's lovely. Kane. Thank you for your consideration.
You're welcome.
That I might not want my father to become an undead.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me. It's not fun when they come back with a vengeance.
So this has happened to you before?
Grums, you already know I'm a zombie.
So you came back with a vengeance?
No, I didn't, but some of my friends did.
Oh. Yeah.
Like Private Steve.
Have I met him?
No,
So we're not friends.
no.
Okay.
He set out to find his old master, Billy Bob Joe Bob 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 Billy. He had some choice swords for him.
Choice words?
No, swords.
Swords.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Awesome. So yeah, you see
So
the funeral
Eleva's
pyre.
like, Eleva's like, well, I suppose we, we'll take a moment to pay our respects then.
Let's say about this time, as you're looking over everything, then Howard walks up. Howard is an elf, like kind of a black-haired elf, just normal heights. It's dressed fairly nicely. As I said, you recognize him as like he's one of the housekeepers. Well, not housekeeper, but he helps keep the affairs in order of the house. Then he walks up to you. Oh, you are here, Mister Fifth and Lady Helaba. You are here.
Yes, we are here.
I hope this is all right about the your father. I know you generally have other traditions, but your friend Kane was very convincing. He said you already wanted these done.
Ah, well,
He rolled a 20 on his current.
Nice.
his heart
On
was in
his
the right
persuasion.
place. Yes, yes. I'm sure he was very convincing.
He was. Very well. Well, if you want to watch the body burn and pay your respect, you can. But we have some paperwork for you to sign. I believe with Lord Pompeius with his legal troubles, it might be a good time to take over his estate and to make a bid for his contracts, if you understand.
Uh, hmm. Yeah, let me consider how these two would react to this.
That dumb. They'd understand.
Oh no, that's not them. That's Kane trying to make out that accent. And more importantly, that's Kane's player trying to make out that accent.
It's French.
I'm aware.
He's French.
I'm just having a hard time understanding it as a player. It's a very good French accent. Let's just say that. At least to my ears, it is. I guess
It's
John,
certainly a very strong stereotypical French accent.
and you would know what they really sound like over there. So
I very rarely heard them try to speak English.
that's fair.
It's not actually something a lot of French people like to do. Anyway, I think Fifth would defer to Elba, and Elba would say, certainly, yes. That does seem like a reasonable a reasonable suggestion given the situation.
Well, if you come with me, we will sign the paperwork, and I will get to it. There's nothing you need to worry about, Lady Helaba. We shall do it. And you just have to sign the paperwork, be the face of the house, and enjoy the money.
That's very generous. Thank you. What does Elba know about this person? Is he
I mean, quite a bit. I
generally
would assume that.
trustworthy? Like,
Yeah, I mean, he would be very involved with all of the different house finances and all the business transactions. He's essentially like the accountant for the family, as well as like the financial advisor kind of thing. So all the she would know them very well. I'll say she probably would have had some dealings with, or at least understand some business dealings with the house, and yeah, she knows him to be a trustworthy person for as far as the house goes and house loyalty and stuff like that.
okay. Yes, that would be good. Let us go and fill out the paperwork then.
Well, and then he looks to the rest of the party. And what of your friends? What would they like to do?
I want to be a lord too. Do you have a paper? Do you have something for me to be a lord too?
You can. I have just a thing. Follow me.
I get all giddy and excited and follow after him.
All right, so they bring you in, brings you into the giant manor, and then you walk into a study, and then he has several piles of paper for you and for Fifth and to Elba to sign. And then he pulls out another piece of paper and starts to write furiously on it, and he writes for a good 2 or 3 minutes, and then he proffers it to you, Crumb. All right, can you sign here?
What does it say? I hold up the paper upside down, trying to read the words.
He says that here upon this day you shall now be and forever known as Lord Chicken Chaser.
Chicken chaser.
Yes.
But I don't chase chickens.
Well,
I eat them.
that you chase the chickens to eat them.
No, I just kill them. I don't chase them. No chasing needed.
He looks at it and he snatches the paper away. He straws something out and then writes something over it. Here you go. You are Lord Chicken Eater.
Lord Chicken Eater. Doesn't seem very fierce.
Seems fierce to me.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Seems terrifying.
And he thinks he grabs it one more time, writes one more thing, hands it back to you. Lord Chicken Eater, the mighty.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
Sign here, please.
And so I sign, and then that just means that I'm a lord now?
You are Lord of the Chicken Eaters.
And you're
Mighty.
not taking anything from me, right?
Oh, no.
Here, let me read over it just to make sure.
Okay.
I read over it.
I mean, it essentially says, hereby this imbecile who has no claim to anything has this honorary defunct title of the Mighty Chicken Eater.
Yep, looks good to me.
Okay. How do I sign?
Well, right there on the bottom. See the line? You put your name there.
Oh, how do I put my name there?
With a pen?
Oh.
With the quill. And he
I take
hands you
the
the quill.
quill and I write my name. MYNAME. Oh wait, you said I was supposed to write your name? I cross out my and write YOUR.
Not my name. Your name. Write crumbs on the line.
There's not crumbs. There's no crumbs here.
Right? Crumbthorn Mountain Dew on the line.
There's not enough space anymore.
Just write it on the side of the page or on the back.
Okay. So I turn it over and it's just this like chicken scratch scribble. You can't even make out what it says there.
Now
It's
give
my
it
name.
back. Give it back to
Oh, okay.
Matthew.
Name is Howard, not Matthew.
Hand it back to Coward.
Howard.
All right, here you go, coward.
My name is Howard.
I'm sorry, Bob. I really can't understand anything you're saying. Where are you from? You have a very unique accent.
Oh, yes. I'm from the very, very fancy town of Elendel, far to the south. Because that is the name that popped into my head at this very second.
Oh, I see. Do you have kids?
Oh, I do not have. Well, yes, I do have some kids, but they are at home.
Is their favorite story by chance one about a pair of sisters that are princesses?
A pair of sisters to a princess. I do not know of this story.
Oh, it's a pretty good one. One of them has magic snow powers. The other one doesn't. You should really look it up and send it to him.
Oh, very well. I will look at that. And then he looks over the page. Can I see your paper, Mr. Chrome?
Sure.
He takes it, and then, as I'm assuming Fifth and Elba are signing through the paperwork that's there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean they're reading through it.
Yeah. So he's gonna walk up and he's gonna
And
grab
signing.
the stamp of a seal. Like you would have a stamp or a seal of the house. He's gonna grab that and then a little bit of wax and then stamp the house seal onto the piece of paper and then hand it back to Crumb. Here you go. You are now official Lord
Lord.
Chicken Eater, the mighty from House Grams Borels.
I take the paper and I stand there and I close my eyes and I just hold really still. And I don't move.
I pee on your leg.
What?
Wait, I can't pee though, can I? Dang it!
Yeah,
I can't
you
even do that.
After a few moments, I'm like, well, when is it going to happen? My eyes are still closed.
I pour some water on your head.
Whoa. I definitely feel different now. Yeah, this is different. This is definitely different. I'm just keeping my eyes closed. Is this what a lord feels like? Kinda
Probably.
feels like I'm swimming.
Dude, you look like you've been swimming.
Do I? If I open
Yes.
my eyes. Holy, whoa, I'm wet.
Oh my gosh,
Whoa.
that's so cool!
Okay.
I look over at
Fifth.
Coward and give him a wink.
Fifth, watch out. When you become a lord, you're going to get all wet.
kind of nods
yes.
to you.
Yes, Crumb.
Okay.
I'll be on the lookout.
Just be ready.
I'll prepare myself.
Looks at you, Nevere. And would you like to be a lord too, Mr. Tiefling?
It depends on what I am lord of.
I nominate him as Lord of the Gargoyles.
Lord of the trees.
The Gargoyle trees.
Oh, the gargoyle trees.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Well, I do not have the power for this, but I can do the paperwork, and then you can have your friend, the other lord, give his stamp of approval.
Yes, I can do that. I'm a lord now.
Oh,
This is technically true. Yep, of course.
I approve him. You are now lord of the gargoyle trees.
Ah, thank you, Crumbs. You make
Okay,
me so
so-
happy.
So,
what have we
Mr.
done?
What was your name again?
name is Howard Goshok.
Oh, right, Mr. Coward. When you're ready, just
Just,
that on the paper.
please, do not call me a coward. Call me Howie.
It's
Howie.
Howie. It's Howie the shark.
Yes, I like this. Howie's a shark.
I'm starting
Yeah,
to figure
so-
out that accent. I heard it that time. It was La Shark.
Just put it on the paperwork so that he's a lord too, and then he'll feel wet.
Well, the disciple is just chuckling, very, very happy of this exchange. As he's just sitting there waiting for the other two to finish, and he gets another piece of paper and he writes up another draft, and then hands it. He hands it to you, Crumb, and says, "Here you go. You must stamp it with your seal of approval."
Okay. So we're using ink quills, right? So is there
Yes,
like
ink quills, and then
is there like a bottle of ink?
Yes.
So I take the bottle of ink and I dab a little on the bottom of my. Like I ball up my fist and I dabble it on the bottom of my fist, and then I stamp my fist on the paper.
Well, you have to eat. Here you go, Mr. Tiefling. You're now the lord of the
Gargoyle trees.
gargoyle trees.
Thank you, thank you. Much appreciate that.
You definitely deserve this.
Indeed, I do.
And at this point, you would have been done with all the rest of your stuff. You would have made it through all the paperwork and read through everything. Now, Monsieur Lepa, am I okay to start with the proceedings? I will keep you up to date as we have more information. He walks up and he pokes Elba on the shoulder. Hello, Elba.
Sorry. Did we finish the paperwork?
I think Fifth might have froze again. Here, I know how to restart him. Come over and I pull one of Fifth's ears over slightly and I blow in it.
Please don't do that. We were simply carefully reading the paperwork.
Well, I mean, Howie the shark asked you a question.
Yes. Could you repeat that, Howard?
So would you like to have me start the paperwork? Have me start the proposals and start the business transactions, or would you like to be more involved?
We'll entrust you with it this time, I think.
Very well. I shall get the ball rolling, as they say. I will also take the filings to the town hall in order to officially make your status of the Lord, Mr. Fifth. And you will be known as, I apologize, what is your full name, Mr. Fifth? Insert name here. Do you have to?
Yeah, Fifth's got it, but
Fifth's long name.
you know what? Let's just go with oh, I've taken Milady's name.
Very well. Fifth Grams Boris. Is that your name?
Yes.
Very well. It shall be done. You may need to go up to the keep up to the town hall at some point for the final proceedings to become the lord. But for now, I think we are very good. I shall take these and we shall go from there.
Then
Get them all
go
set up.
too, right, to town hall to official make my title.
Oh yes. I shall do it for you as well, Mr. Crumbs.
All right, and you're gonna handle our other estate business too, right? For
So
my estate.
What other estate? You have an estate, Mr. Crumbs?
Yes. Don't you remember? He has the estate of the chicken eaters.
Oh yes,
Well, you're
yes.
handling the estate stuff, is what you said to them, right?
Yes, yes,
So
I
you're
am.
handling my estate stuff too, right?
Very well. Of course, Mr. Crumbs.
Okay.
It will be Lord Crom soon, I think.
Excellent.
Very well. And with that, he looks up at you and Fifth and Elva, and he bows to Elva and bows to you, Fifth. We shall speak soon, I think.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
And he walks out and leaves you all in the study.
Hey, Crumbs, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What does Durakel think of you becoming a lord? Doesn't that kind of go against your teachings?
Fifth makes an audible gasp. Just like a very.
I don't know. Maybe?
I
And
thought
then
you guys were supposed to be of like humble origin and stuff.
And Elba puts her hand to her mouth.
Yeah, I'm a humble origin.
But if you become a lord, then you're no longer humble origin.
Oh, I'm not?
No, then you're nobility.
No.
I think you might want to consult with Durakel. Make sure it's okay.
Okay, next time I have a moment, I'll check with him.
Okay, just don't want you to get on the wrath of your
Yes,
your deity.
you're right. I mean, definitely don't want that. And I mean, if he's like not cool with it, then I guess I won't sign the papers or whatever at town hall. But if he's okay with it, then we'll do the town hall stuff.
Okay,
Be
sweet.
fine.
Sounds good. Just looking out for you, buddy.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you got
You'll
me
have
back.
you'll have to stop. What was it? Goshawk? What was the guy?
Howard the Shark.
Howard Goshawk. Gosh.
Howard
GAWSHAWK.
GAWSHAWK.
Yes.
Howard the Shark.
You'll have to stop Howard from going to town hall to the paperwork for you, if Durakel does not approve.
Maybe there's like
and
a way I
Elba
can
like
not
elbows
do it.
Fifth like. Sorry, what did Crumb say? I missed that.
Oh, drawing a blank all of a sudden. Just that. Oh, that there's probably some way we could undo it if needed to like not be a lord.
You can always transfer the title to me, I suppose.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he could be the lord instead.
But only if Durakel's against it.
Yeah. Maybe Durakel wants to be a lord too. I'll ask him.
While you're at it, you should ask your dragon friend if he wants to be a lord.
That's a good point. He's probably busy right now. Oh, yeah. When I ask Durakel, I'll ask Armand.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right, now that we're lords, what do we do now?
Order people to do your work for you?
Yeah. We're leaving town or something, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to go north to investigate a keep way out there.
Did everybody explain that to my characters after they woke up? Like what we were going to be doing?
We did last session.
Yeah.
Right, last session. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so just a reminder for you, Jonathan, it was essentially...
Well, I mean, I listened to the session, yeah, so we're supposed
you
to
did?
go
Okay.
and...
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the keep. So yes, they... At some point, don't remember if it was specifically said, but we'll say that they have. You were filled in at some point
Okay.
by Shay, probably by Shay, because she was actually taking
Probably.
copious notes of what was actually happening.
She always
Do you
does.
understand what was supposed to happen?
So yeah. Uh, Fifth will say something like,
Oh,
that sounds correct.
Which part? The part where you order people to do your work for you, or the part where we go north?
Yes.
Oh, so you're going to order people to go north for you. Got it.
Intriguing. Maybe. Is that an? He looks at Elba for a second. Elba shakes her head.
If you order me to go north for you, I will.
So, what now? We're supposed to go north?
To the
What,
north! Let's go!
all right. So you all gather your things. Is there anything you need to? Anybody you need to talk to, or supplies you need to gather before you go up north?
Not for Kane. He doesn't need supplies.
Shay, was there anything that you wanted to do?
I want to get some type of magic weapon.
Oh, that's right. Would they fill this in on like?
Yeah, we would have.
Okay.
Weren't you there?
You were there when I was asking about this.
Yeah, you were there for the talk with Ezra
Oh, that's
about
really?
the Grimlock.
About the monster.
I
Yeah,
thought
the
that was before. Okay.
Bordiac.
Borak.
Yes.
Borat.
Yep.
Yep, the
Monster
Borat.
Borat.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just double check the inventories.
You guys have a
Um,
good amount of gold. You haven't really spent any of it, so.
Also,
Haven't really
functionally,
needed to.
I have functionally infinite gold now, don't I?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you have access to the whole Grimsborth armory at this point.
Yeah.
Not Grimsborth.
The
Yes,
treasury.
Grimsborth.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
Grimsworth. Yeah. So yeah, you can either.
Uh,
I mean, obviously, it's up to you. You can go search through
let's
your
go with.
armory, or
Let's
go.
go with. Yeah. Let's go with. Fifth would have asked Elaba if there was any sort of magical weaponry in the armory, and then at this point, if there is magical armor, if she was under the impression that there might be magical weaponry in the armory, then yeah, they Fifth would suggest we go there.
Yeah, there would be.
Do do rich people just have armories? Like, is that just a thing?
I mean, like it wouldn't be like a
Lords
big
would.
army. Like you would have your lord like with the guards. Like the guards would have a small armory. Like it's not like a full like
And
for an entire armory, but
lords would probably have magic weapons and as showpieces, if nothing else.
right.
They'd have
So
in the treasury.
she would say that there are. She remembers hearing something about the guards talking about something to do with a magical weapon, and she does say that there is a. Her father has a magical showpiece of this of a magical dagger that he bought. That's on display in one of the main rooms that you've seen before as you've gone through and definitely thought about stealing as you've cased the place many times.
Okay. Is Elvish Stone magic?
Yes.
And the reference to something else as a showpiece is actually a different weapon then as well.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It wouldn't happen to be a magical rapier, would it?
Huh? It would not be.
It's a dagger. Okay.
It is a ornately designed dagger that has some magical ability to it, and for you, it's just to be like a +1, and it's with a magical. The attack is a magical slice essentially.
There's only the one though. Like I guess we'd go to the armory and see if we
Yeah,
have
the one
more.
that's there, and then you could go talk to the guard.
Yeah. So we'll pick up the one and then we'll go see if there's more because obviously we each need one.
I'm good.
We each need a way to deal magical damage.
I'm good.
And by we each, I mean Shay would need one.
My trusty halberd counts as magical.
And Fifth would just ignore Kane as he's discussing this.
What did I ever do to you, Fifth? You know, I've had it with you. I've had it with you just giving me the cold shoulder. I've been nothing but helpful to you, man. Why do you snub me so?
As Fifth continues to attempt to ignore, Elaba will prod Fifth's arm. And Fifth will sigh and look at Kane. I suppose you haven't done anything in particular. Perhaps I have been unkind. I apologize.
Well, thank you.
You're forgiven.
What he said. I appreciate that. Thank you. So now maybe we can get off on a better paw and we can move forward and grow a lasting friendship. And I hold my hand out to shake.
I step in and grab your hand and shake it.
Thank you, Crumbs.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
And I nod and let
Now,
go.
can I shake Fifth's hand?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. And I put my hand back out to shake Fifth's hand.
Fifth hesitates and says, "Does your flesh decay?"
Does my flesh decay? I mean, if I were dead, probably.
Do undead not continue to decay?
Is that what this is about?
I've had a lot of stuff on my hands recently, and
My hands are fine.
okay. And he very slowly reaches out and shakes your hand once.
The mention of stuff on your hands, Elba becomes very aloof, looking away, slightly guiltily.
He cannot fathom what you mean.
Thank you. This is a great step forward. And as we let go hands, there's nothing extra on your paw.
Great. Fifth confirms this by looking over his hand, looking over his paw. Yes. Let us continue then.
Awesome. So you make it over to the guard's hut, and you see that there's a guard there that's just kind of sitting in his chair lazily. And he walks up. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
We're here for a magic weapon.
He looks up and just kind of like is lazily looks at each of you, and then he looks at Elima, and then recognition like flashing his eyes, and he falls backwards, and he falls backwards on his chair falls backwards. He falls back on the floor, and he scrambles up. Sorry, what can I do for you, Miss? What can I?
Yes, we'd like to. As you said, we are here to peruse the selection of magical equipment.
Oh yes. Well, we have a couple of things. It is some of it has been taken out by other guards. You understand? We've had to tighten security with your father passing away. We're we're under very strict orders from Minister. Well, not Minister, whatever his title is, Goshawk.
Of course.
And so
Headmaster. No.
we do have a magical sword that's been out. I think we have 2 magical swords, and we have. He walks into the back room, and he comes back and he pulls out some gauntlets. We have these magical gauntlets too.
I don't have identify. Does she have identify? No.
The one time you're playing a non-magical class.
I'm playing 2 largely non-magical characters.
Doesn't happen much.
Are they like short swords or long swords, or what am I looking at?
You're just looking at so he only has the gauntlets here. The
The,
swords are
uh,
being
The
unknown.
swords are on, yeah,
Oh, got it. The swords are being used.
Yeah.
by guards.
Okay. I guess
Yeah, so you
Eleva's
see them
taking the
there.
lead
They
on
look
the
like they're metal gauntlets that would be used for like a suit of armor. You can tell they are kind of magical, and they have kind of a reddish hue that's kind of like emanating from them.
I guess Eleva's taking the lead on this interaction. So she'll, I guess, accept the gauntlets and then offer them to Shay.
What?
You've been offered magical gauntlets because neither of my characters can use it. Unless they're like armor, but are they like weaponry gauntlets or are they like armor gauntlets?
No, they're like magic items.
Like, what am I? Is it like
Like
weaponry magic item or like?
I'm assuming something along the lines of gauntlets of ogre strength.
Yeah, it says so. Yeah, well, yeah. So it'd be like a gauntlets kind of thing. It's like magical gauntlets. It's like a magical gloves essentially. So it wouldn't. I'll scratch that. It's not necessarily a piece of armor. Like it'd just be like kind of like leather gauntlets kind of thing that are something that you would
Oh, okay.
wear with your day to day stuff.
Uh, I guess Eleva I would ask. Do we know what they do?
Oh yes, I. You're not a French guy. Yes. I believe if you put these on, and you say the magic word, then whatever weapon you're holding becomes imbued with fire. With the magical fire. But it only can happen once a day, and then once you sheath it or you drop the weapon, then the fire goes out.
Once a day per what? Sorry, nope, wrong character. Once a day. Once. Dang it! What's his accent? Once a day per weapon, or
Just it can be used once a day. Yes, just one time a day, not per weapon, just one time a day. So like one battle or one instance with any one weapon you're using.
Like it uses a single spell, or the weapon remains magical, or
So essentially, they're the gauntlets of flaming fury. So
okay,
you put them on, the weapon catches on fire and is imbued with magical fire for the duration of the time. There's no time limit. So long as it's out, it'll stay lit. And as soon as you let go or you put it into its sheath, then it comes out, and then it can't be used again until the next day. And it adds a 1d6 fire damage. So essentially, it adds a magical fire to it and making the attack magical with whatever weapon you utilize.
okay. Thank you, guardsman. And actually, we'd probably take this and the dagger we retrieved, and then figure out if Shay wants one or the other, and then Fifth will take the one that Shay doesn't want.
Well, the thing is that monster is resistant to fire, so
Right.
I don't know.
But these are our options, right? Like we can only do so much. We can also go into town and look at other options for magical weaponry, I guess.
Yeah.
This is what we have for free: is the dagger and fire gloves.
Okay. Well, take it with us for now. If we don't need it, we can always bring it back.
I agree.
Is there anything else you need, Lady Elaba?
Oh, this is I mean, unless the guards could spare another one of the swords, this should be great. This is
I mean, probably we could. I think that Captain Reinhold has it. He has one of the swords.
where is do you happen to know where? I mean, of course you know. Where would we find the captain?
He. I think he was in the backfield. He was training some of our new guards on how to be a guard to do better, because those other two guards that were there didn't do so good from when your father died. Remember when he died? Yeah. So yeah, he's behind the manor in the training field.
Oof.
Yes, of course. All right. Thank you, guardsman. Please continue. Con- she's she's trained in this. She knows what to say. I as a player don't
Yeah.
know what to say, but you know.
Yeah. He nods and salutes her, and then he stands up a little bit more vigilant. He no longer is lazy as you leave with a new sense of vigor after getting caught.
So yeah, I guess we can go try that sword out, unless Shay, you don't do swords.
I only do short swords.
Do we know what kind of sword it is?
He didn't say.
Okay. Do we want to
Do
go
we
see?
do we want to deprive the captain of your guards from his primary weapon and form of protecting your estate?
Uh,
I don't know. If you ask me, it's
Perhaps-
kind of an abuse of power, but
Perhaps you have a point. Perhaps we should see what other options there are in town before depriving the captain of the guard of his primary armament. Yes.
Plus, I prefer something like a bow.
Well then, excellent. Let us go into town.
shopping trip. Woo!
Yeah, so you're able to go in. You know of a town that you know of a shop that sells magical items. You've been here long enough, you would know exactly where to go to get something like that. So you head over there. Yeah, it's just a regular bow. It's like a brick and mortar shop that you're able to find. It's called Magic RS.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Magic RS kid.
And then
Have they been kind of floundering lately, and they got bought out by
they're bought out by Kohl's.
I was trying to think of a fantasy version of Macy's. Where they... Fantasy Macy's.
Yes.
Sharon.
Oh, Sharon.
They currently have all their stores in Sharon's.
Yep.
Well, this one is breaking copyright law, and it's not owned by Sharon. As you walk in, and
How scandalous!
you see a dragonborn woman that's there at the proprietor of the shop.
Ooh! I have a question for you.
Yes.
If your tail gets cut off, will it regrow?
Dragonborn don't have tails.
Don't they?
I don't think Dragonborn have tails.
Don't they?
That's like a key difference between half dragons and Dragonborn. Is I think half dragons have tails and Dragonborn don't. It could also depend on the setting.
They don't have a tail. That's specific and absolute difference between a dragonborn and half dragons. Dragonborn, the official lore, never have a tail.
Okay. Kane stands by his statement anyways. He's ignorant.
You don't have a tail.
Wait, well, I know you don't have one now. Will it ever regrow?
I've never had a tail. And she kind of gets a little bit offended. That's the key difference between Dragonborn and half dragons.
Wait.
If Dragonborns never have a tail.
So you were a half dragon before, and then someone cut your tail off, and now you're a dragonborn?
No, I was never born. I was born a dragonborn. I do not have a tail.
Please excuse my friend. He's new to the land and everything life.
And
I apologize.
Hey, there weren't. This is my first time running into one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to offend. I was genuinely curious.
he kind of like softens a little bit. It's okay. No, I do
I'm
not have a
sorry I
tail.
offended you too.
Wait, what did you do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, well, what can I do for you, sir?
Who was the person who knew about the shop? Was it just all of us know about this shop, or like Elba was aware of the shop, or?
I would say Elba and you. She probably would know about it too, because she's kind of done some exploring and this is kind of what you've done. So 3 of you have known about this shop before.
Shake, would you like to?
I'm looking for a bow that's magical or arrows that are magical.
Let me see. And then she walks back inside. She thinks for a second. Oh, I think I have just the thing. And she walks back, and then she comes out with a bow that's like it's made out of white wood. This little number should be exactly what you're looking for. It's a magical bow that will add magical attacks to any creature that you stand in need of, or that you need to dispatch.
An undead?
I believe so, yes. It's not specifically for undead, but it should do the trick. It will make any arrow you fire out of it a magical attack. We also have specialty arrows as well, if that's something you're interested in.
Okay, how much is the bow?
Oh, it's 500 gold pieces.
Okay, what are the arrows? The specialty arrows.
Well, we have a variety of your basic elements: cold, fire, poison, and we have this one. It's a electric shock. It's like a zappy arrow. It's a new invention of mine.
Is that its official name, Zappy Arrow? It's very catchy.
Why, yes, it is a zappy arrow.
I
You
like
like
that.
it?
I
Good.
do.
And how much are those?
Well, I do have to make them myself and gather all the parts and everything. So I would say about 25 gold apiece per arrow.
How much if we were to bring you more materials later on?
Roll up persuasion.
I guess provided it's something.
If she tells you what they are and things.
23.
Well, I mean, we could. If you happen to bring me some stuff in the future, then I can definitely give you a pretty good discount, especially on the arrows. I mean, we could probably knock off 20 or 30% because half the problem is having to go through and find all of the ingredients.
Excellent. Well, with the promise of bringing you the ingredients in the future, in the near future, how about a discount?
Well, I mean, the promise is different than actually having them here. I already had to do the work.
You
Are you?
promised.
Well, if you bring me work in the future, do you? What's to say you could anybody could come in and say, "Oh yes, I'll do it in the future." How do I know you actually know how to find things?
Because he's
We're
going to be the
lords.
Lord.
We're all lords.
So you can just charge their estate the difference if they fail to keep their promise.
You're all lords.
Well, I'm not a lord.
Well, I'm a lord.
Drum roll a persuasion check.
If it has an A next to it, will it automatically include that advantage, or do I need to?
You still have to either right click and pick advantage or press whatever the modifier key is to roll with advantage.
Yeah, but this is just regular. This isn't with advantage.
6.
I see. Well, I'm afraid. I mean, I'm gonna have to have some sort of collateral.
What?
I can't just trust you.
No, you
with
said
your word.
promise, and I get my fist and I bang it down on the chest. Can I roll in intimidation?
Yeah. She
Can
gets pretty
I roll
offensive
with
and
physical dice?
nope.
That's
She
fine.
looks at you and she starts to get angry and smoke starts to kind of bill out. I don't do well with threats here.
Fine.
He's not very good at him anyways.
We'll just take the 20% discount instead of the 30.
What could we
Why are we haggling? You're loaded. Just pay her. She's trying to run an honest business here.
Wait, who are you talking to?
The group.
All right, we're penny pinchers.
He literally has like 40,000 gold in liquidity.
Well,
I know.
And how much is she asking for?
this is normal. You haggle.
500 for the bow and 25 an arrow.
You haggle. Okay.
So a total of what?
Well, now that Kane has just blurted that out, fifth size. Okay, Shay. Just how many arrows do you need? Pick out the arrows. We'll pay full price. It's fine. But with his
Well,
accent, I can't do his accent anymore.
What is up with you guys? I mean, seriously, trying to just take money from this poor, beautiful dragon-born person.
I didn't do nothing. I was just asking.
Do Dragonborn
Okay,
speak
well,
Draconic?
you're excused.
I was just asking what she had.
I was offering to gather materials.
What, David?
I was just wondering if Dragonborn speak Draconic by default.
Under normal rules, yes.
Yeah.
Under updated rules, no.
Under our
current
rules, yes.
So in Draconic, I'm like, can you believe these guys? Gosh.
And
She
fifth,
looks at you completely flabbergasted. Her mouth is just absolute shock, and she doesn't respond. She
I do
cannot
apologize
believe.
for my companions and the nonsense that is going on here.
At the sight of her jaw dropping and not understanding a clue about what he's saying, I'm just going to assume that he is insulting her and slap him in the back of the head. Gently, not enough to do any damage, but just like, knock it off!
in Draconic, fifth says, yes, the nerve of me.
Exactly. Our sincerest apologies, milady. We will pay full price and
And,
be on our way. We
and
will
then
no
Elaba
longer insult you.
in Draconic also apologizes.
Elba speaks Draconic too?
Wait, you all know this weird language I don't know?
I don't know it.
Fifth looks at Elaba in surprise.
Man, we're learning all sorts of things.
Yeah, so she is completely just does not know what to think, and she looks around at you.
I have a question. If I buy
Yes.
a quiver of arrows, do we get like a small 2% discount?
If you bought a full quiver of arrows, excuse me, I wasn't expecting that. Yes, if you buy a full quiver of arrows, I believe I can knock off. We'll give you the bulk discount of. We'll say 5%.
Okay.
I turned to Navar. Do you speak in that language too?
What are they speaking in?
Dragon, I think.
Doesn't seem very familiar to me.
Okay.
Just sounds like gibberish,
And
honestly.
can I mix and match arrows? Like I get some electric and some poison, or do I need to just do one big bundle?
You can mix and match if you want.
Okay.
Man, I love places that do an assorted dozen.
We do. We have a special called the Fletcher's dozen. It's actually 13.
Wow! No way.
Yep, I don't know why that's the case. It's really weird, but someone said
Is
Fletcher's dozen is 14.
is the extra one
13.
just is the one you give people to test the arrows?
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably what it is.
Pretty cool. A Fletcher's dozen. I met a
I would say-
Fletcher once.
Yeah.
It wasn't very nice.
Oh, it probably was just. He probably just had a bad day.
Yeah, probably.
And then she gathers all the different ones that you want, and I don't know how many fit in a Fletcher
20.
arrows. Maybe 20. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I thought it was 25 in a quiver.
Oh, quiver. That's what the word.
Is it 25? I thought it was 20. Originally, I thought it was 30, and then someone corrected me, and I realized it was 20.
I don't know. You're the DM. You get to choose.
Works for me.
I'll say. Let's go with 20.
It
Easy.
says
Okay.
20. A quiver can hold up to 20 arrows.
There you go. let's see, 20 arrows times 25 is 500. 500 times 0.05 is 25. So 475 for the arrows and 500 for the bow.
Buy 20, get one free.
Yes, it'll be 975 gold for everything here.
Um,
Well, I don't has the money. Does
Well,
anyone have
fine.
the money?
trying to figure
I've
out
got the money.
how this goes. Like, do rich people just like say build their
Put
estate,
it on
or
the
like,
tab.
yeah, like what do we?
Yeah, I
Does,
mean, we'll
does
just
Elaba carry around 1,000 gold? Like, what I mean,
Kane pays her 1,000 gold.
Kane carries around 1,000 gold.
He looted the freaking thieves guild into a into a bag of holding. So
How much is the platinum cost with the gold?
How much gold per platinum?
Yeah.
One platinum is 10 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
either
Yeah,
way,
so I mean,
I pay
way-
her. I pay
Either
her
way.
a full 1,000.
Fifth was not there for the looting of the thieves guild, right? So
Nope.
Yeah,
his
neither was
bug
Shay.
out- his eyes bug out of his head as you pay just like a clean 1,000 gold out of your bag.
Keep the change.
Oh, why,
Get
thank
yourself,
you.
get yourself something nice after work. I hear that the Holy Cow sells some really good food.
I've heard that as well. I'll have to go check it out.
And
He grabs it.
tell them that Fifth and the Luck of Fools sent you. They should hook you up nice.
Okay, I definitely will. And she hands you the bow and the arrows and takes the gold. Is there anything else I can get you?
Um. No. Unless you guys need anything.
I'm good.
What was that?
I'm good. Oh, actually, I do have an idea and a thought.
Yes.
Do you do custom enchantments?
Yeah, I need my cloak enchanted. Can
See?
you do that?
That's what I was thinking.
uh, yeah, she would. Yes, I do have some artificing capabilities.
I take
What?
off my wolf cloak. Can you enchant this?
With how would you like it enchanted? Exactly.
With magic.
What do you want it to do? Is what she's asking.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you want your wolf head to roar?
well, what can I have it do? Oh. Make me stronger, or yeah, and the big wolf head, this dire wolf head right here. Can you make it breathe fire?
Hmm.
How about you have it roar? Scaring your enemies might be good.
Can it roar and breathe fire? And make me stronger.
Being, we probably could do something like that. That's not going to be cheap though. That's going to cost quite a bit with materials to be able to have it do all of that, and it'll take me quite a while. I'd say at least a month.
How much is quite a bit?
I mean, I'm sorry. I would have to consult a little bit to figure out. I mean, I would estimate at least 3,000 or 4,000 gold.
Um, if he gets one enchantment now, can he add enchantments to it later?
Yes, yes, we could do that. We could do it in pieces.
So how much if it makes me stronger? And as a player, I'm like, whatever stat, it doesn't matter. He's just saying stronger. But is there like what do you typically? Is there like a typical enchantment on those kind of things? It's
For
like whatever.
cloaks?
Yeah.
This is a make it up as you go kind of thing.
Yeah. They're usually defensive capabilities on cloaks.
So she, hang on, and then she goes back and she starts to consult some books to kind of look around as I also am consulting my books of the internet.
Crumbs, I think it would be cool to have the head roar. That sounds really cool to me.
How long would it take you to enchant it to make the head roar?
That one would
also a
be
month?
that one would be a much easier thing to do. We could probably have that done in 2 or 3 days, and that would only cost you about 600 gold. That one's an easy one.
And we could wait that long. I'm sure we could find some downtime activities to do for a couple days.
You think?
Yeah, probably.
I look at Fifth and Elba and Shay and Nevere. So we wait for a few days, or
How imminent is the end of the world by the hand of Titanborn?
Well, I mean, Ezra didn't say. He just said that we should go up there.
If only we had some way to directly contact.
I mean, you have the stone too.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my point. And he pulls out the stone and contacts Ezra.
Also, Crumb, how's your eye? Your third eye.
Oh yeah.
And you are also glowing bright.
You're glowing white.
I
Forgot about that. And you have a beard.
Good call. Yeah, the beard is a normal thing now. We're good with the beard.
Do we need to put a bandana over that eye?
Yeah, probably.
Gosh.
Fifth ignoring this is completely par for the course.
Alright, so while you're figuring that out, you contact Ezra Arden?
Yeah. So
What's the urgency?
Fifth will reach out with the Mind Stone, the Sending Stone.
What is it, Mr. Fifth?
Hi.
Oh goodness. Yes. How
Did you miss us?
How urgent?
Yes.
How urgent is the quest you were sending us on?
I mean, you realize that he's literally gathering an undead army to destroy the world, so I don't know how much more urgent that can be, but if that's not urgent to you, then sure, just go lollygag, go drink beer at the local tavern, why not?
Okay, as long as you're sure.
Yeah, we're just shopping and some
Oh,
of
no,
our
no,
things
no,
might
Crumbs.
take
It's in our
space.
brains. It's in our brains.
It's in our
Oh,
brains.
it's in your brains.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We just have a three-way sending stone thing going on.
Fifth sighs mentally and says, "Yes, okay, thank you, Ezra." And
Ezra says he's cool with it.
no, Ezra said the end of the world is imminent and it's about as urgent as it can get.
I was gonna say it sounded urgent with the undead army.
Yes.
When are you guys gonna learn that not all undead are bad?
Wait,
You are different.
are you an army?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right as the conversation ends, you hear Ezra just kind of grumble, seriously, undead army, how much do I... And then he cuts the connection.
So yeah, let's go. If we're ready, let's go. We can come back for Is it the enchantment that we're with? That was I missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Let's come back for that after. You can leave that here, and we can come back for it afterward. In Fifth's proper accent, then he's definitely his natural accent. He's definitely.
Right.
Honestly, what's happening is he's losing his fake accent and his actual natural accent's starting to come out. That's what's happened here, Jonathan.
It's not on purpose. It's not actually what would happen when in character. It's just the player is having problems maintaining the false accent.
Okay. So you can enchant my cloak to make the both the heads roar or howl. Howl or roar? What are we saying? What do you guys think?
You could combine them and they could horror.
A horror. Yes.
No,
What's the other head again?
It's
a dire wolf.
a regular
One's a
wolf or
dire
a
wolf
dire wolf.
and the other is the regular one.
That's right. I mean, yeah. If you want, I could probably do that. We could make them both roar, or we could make them one of them, or we could make them howl. I mean, it's up to you on which one. But I can only do one.
Oh. One head or one sound?
I mean, one sound. So you could have one sound per head.
Okay.
So ridiculous.
I'm gonna have the dire wolf roar and the small wolf head howl. And
Okay.
can you make him breathe fire?
Not this iteration. Let's focus on getting them making the sound first, and then we'll see where we're at.
Okay. And I take off my coat and I reach in and start pulling random things out of the pockets. And you just see me like emptying all the different inside pockets into the um
Bag of holding.
yeah, I was just trying to look. I was like, do I have a magic bag of holding?
Yeah, you did. We found some. We
Yeah.
each found one in the Thieves Guild.
Right, that's what I thought. I realized I don't think I made it. I was like, I remember that happening, but I don't have it in my notes.
That's each of the people who were at the Thieves Guild.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
There was an extra one, and then they gave it to the thief.
Yep.
as I'm doing this, you guys realize how much squash I have just hidden in all these random pockets. As I've just transferred the squash in fistfuls to my magic bag of holding.
Why do you have so much squash?
Well, I had it for teacup to eat, but also sometimes it's just a nice little snack.
I see.
Yeah. Do you want some? I hold out
No,
a
thanks.
gooey fistful. Okay. That's fine. Not for me.
So, are we leaving the dragon scale that Armand,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
because
the
it's
dragon scale.
attached to that cloak?
That's a good point.
I thought your magic one to talking to Franklin was in your bag, and you just had extra dragon scales attached to the cloak.
Nope. That one. It's this one on my right shoulder, right here,
Oh,
fastened to it.
Why do you have a dragon skin?
so that
You
he can
kill
talk
a
to the
dragon.
dragon. No.
No, he's my friend.
I see.
And I can talk to him. He lets me communicate with him through it.
Roll persuasion. Another persuasion.
With physical dice.
I
With
know.
physical
It's like,
dice.
give me a second here. Get my physical dice. Because I'm not trusting the online one. Sorry, give me a sec here.
One Mississippi.
And I was like, where's my dice bag? All right, persuasion. $14.
I see. And how do you communicate with this dragon?
Well, I just grabbed the scale, and I say his name 3 times, and then I can talk to him.
Oh, and what is his name?
Beetlejuice.
No, it's Armand.
Armand.
Do you know Armand?
Please,
Is he your
let me
friend?
try. She walks up and she tries it, and she says, Armand, Armand, Armand. And then, like, she... Obviously, the communication becomes open, and her eyes just kind of glow a little white. She goes into kind of a fugue state for a second. And then it kind of goes on for a couple minutes, and then she finally, like, shakes out of it. Oh, yes, that's very nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was nice. Very
She
generous.
seems very, very distracted and seems very interested in the cloak. Yes, come back later and I'll have your enchantment ready.
Yeah, but we might need the cloak after all if we need to call on him for his help. So, because has a good point on that.
Are you sure I can keep it here safe?
Unless you can like get the enchantment done like right now.
No, I'm afraid it's going to take me a couple of days. I think it'll be fine. You should be able to just leave it here. It'll be all right. Yeah, I don't think you'll need your dragon friend.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah,
Can I also roll insight?
yeah.
I'm gonna just go for it. If you don't mind.
That's another natural 20 for 25.
Okay.
I have
I'm liking my diet tonight.
22.
Okay. Yes, you all would pass. You're all able to detect that something happened in that communication that she's really itching to try and explore that more. And she's trying everything she can to convince Crumb to keep the dragon scale because of this whatever happened with this interaction.
She's trying to keep the dragon scale?
Yes.
Okay.
She wants to continue on with whatever happens because you all noticed there was a definite change. You would have seen Crumb speak with Armand before. This is something different. You haven't seen with Crumb before.
Hey, Crumb,
Yeah.
I don't think you should leave the scale with her.
Okay. How hard would it be to detach the scale off of the cloak, Mr. DM?
I mean, we could rip it.
Or
It's just
cut it off.
Yeah.
Hey, you just like rip it off, and then somebody can cast mending on it.
I just didn't know
Yeah.
if it's like however you imagine it. I mean, or is it up to me to imagine how it was fastened?
I just imagine it's like it obviously wasn't like they didn't poke holes in it. It was essentially it was
So I imagine like a slight mesh kind of a thing
yeah,
that's holding it.
yeah, that's what it would be. Because you didn't have any like special magic person attached. It literally was like a regular leather worker.
Right.
And
So,
after with Kane saying that, she kind of snaps. No, yeah, it'll be fine here. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't.
give
I
you a
don't
discount.
trust you.
I'll give you
I
an
really-
excellent discount.
We've already paid you, and you.
Yes, but for the cloak.
Look, we know something's up, okay? We're just meeting. It's our first time, and I'm not fully comfortable with the direction that this relationship is moving.
I'm gonna put. Am I still holding the cloak, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my finger, kind of wiggle it in, and pop the seams or the threads that are holding the scale on, but just kind of on one side, so I can kind of slide it out without ruining the way the mesh was holding it in. And I'll slide the dragon scale out and hand the cloak back to the lady and say, "Okay, a couple days. We have some things to do. We'll come back, but I'll just keep the scale with me," and I put it in my bag.
He looks at you, definitely disappointed. Very well. I shall do this task that you have asked. I will enchant your wolf heads.
Did you make a friend with Armand too?
You could say that, yes.
Well, if you do a good job, then maybe Crumbs will let you talk to him again.
Are you guys dating now?
Looks at you. No. Armand
Okay.
is like a 700-year-old dragon.
So age is a problem with you with dating.
When he's a full dragon, yes.
Well, I think the lady doth protest too much.
It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We will be taking our leave now. We will see you in a couple days.
If you do a good job, maybe I'll let you talk to him again.
She shoves you
Goodbye.
out. Get out! Come back in a week.
If we're
Okay.
alive.
Well, let's go.
If we survive.
We're off
Yeah.
to see the wizard up in the north.
Is it a wizard? I thought it was a
No.
undead thing.
It's
So,
not a wizard. You're
We
going.
begin our journey.
Okay.
Probably a good place to stop for the night.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, that's a good place to end it before you're. It's going to take essentially 2 weeks of travel, and so there'll be potentially some stuff that will happen during that. So, yeah, it's a good place to end it.
Okay. And then have a good night.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, imaginary listeners.
Oh.